If you were a fan of the hit TV show NCIS, chances are you were devastated when Cote De Pablo announced she would be leaving the show in 2013. De Pablo played the beloved character of Ziva David, a former Israeli Mossad agent turned NCIS special agent for 8 seasons. But after her departure, fans were left wondering what happened to Cote De Pablo. First up on the list at number 5 is De Pablo's acting in The Dove Keepers. Well, first things first, De Pablo has not exactly disappeared from the entertainment industry. In fact, she has been working on various projects since her exit from NCIS. But despite her superb performances in various films and shows, some might say that her career hasn't exactly taken off like many fans had hoped. After leaving NCIS, Cote De Pablo took on a new role as Shira in the miniseries The Dove Keepers, based on a novel by Alice Hoffman. The Dove Keepers tells the story of 4 women who played a crucial role in the siege of Masada in ancient Israel. Cote De Pablo received critical acclaim for her performance in the show, which aired on CBS. So, what did Cote bring to the table in this new role? Well, for starters, she was absolutely mesmerizing as Shira. She brought depth and complexity to the character, which was truly captivating. Cote's performance was raw and emotional, and she really made you feel the struggles and hardships that Shira faced. But Cote's work in The Dove Keepers went beyond just acting. She was also heavily involved in the production process, working closely with the director and the rest of the cast to bring the story to life. She even sang in Hebrew for some of the scenes, which was a huge undertaking considering she's not fluent in the language. Cote's dedication definitely paid off because The Dove Keepers was a huge success. It received rave reviews from critics and audiences alike, with many praising Cote's performance as a standout. It was a true testament to her talent and versatility as an actress. Moving on at number 4, we look at her role in The 33. Cote De Pablo also starred in the film The 33, based on the true story of the 2010 mining disaster in Chile. She played the role of Maria Segovia, the sister of one of the trapped miners. The film received mixed reviews, but Cote De Pablo's performance was praised. So, what really sets De Pablo apart in The 33? It's gotta be the fact that she sings in the film. Yes, you heard that right. De Pablo sings a beautiful ballad in Spanish, showcasing her vocal talent and adding another layer to her already impressive acting skills. But it's not just her singing and acting that make De Pablo stand out in The 33. It's also the emotional depth she brings to the role of Maria Segovia. De Pablo perfectly captures the heartache and desperation of a sister waiting for her brother to return home, and it's a performance that will have you reaching for the tissue. Following up at number 3, we look at her work in the film Protection. Cote De Pablo starred in the indie film Protection, which tells the story of a young woman who is forced to confront her past when her estranged father comes back into her life. Cote De Pablo received positive reviews for her portrayal of the complex and emotional role of Anna. Cote De Pablo's performance in Protection was nothing short of amazing. She brought a depth and complexity to her character that really drew audiences in. And let's not forget that she also did all of her own stunts. Talk about dedication. But Cote De Pablo's work in Protection wasn't just limited to her acting. She was also a producer on the film, bringing her expertise and experience to the table. And let us tell you, it shows. The film is beautifully shot and expertly crafted, and Cote De Pablo's involvement definitely played a part in that. Up next at number 2, her performance in The Good Cop. If you've been living under a rock and haven't seen The Good Cop yet, let me give you a quick rundown. The show follows Tony Sr., a former NYPD detective who was kicked off the force for breaking the rules one too many times. Now he's living with his son, Tony Jr., who is a by-the-book detective trying to make a name for himself. The two team up to solve crimes, with Tony Sr. bringing his street smarts and Tony Jr. bringing his detective skills. But let's talk about Cote De Pablo's performance in the show. From the moment she appears on screen, it's clear that Anna, played by De Pablo, is a force to be reckoned with. She's tough, no nonsense, and doesn't take any crap from anyone. But as the show goes on, we get to see more of her softer side. Cote brings a level of depth and complexity to Anna that is truly impressive. She's able to convey a range of emotions with just a single look, and she always manages to steal the show. But what really sets her performance apart is the way she plays off of Groban. The two have a natural chemistry that is a joy to watch, and they make the show's comedic moments shine. Lastly, at number 1, we cover her outstanding performance in The Good Shepherd. The film follows the life of Edward Wilson, a CIA operative who becomes embroiled in the world of espionage and covert operations during the early years of the agency. Alongside Damon, the film also stars a star-studded cast including Robert De Niro, Angelina Jolie, and Alec Baldwin. So what's Cote De Pablo's role in all this? fondness? Well, she plays Clover, a mysterious woman who becomes involved with Edward Wilson and ends up playing a pivotal role in his life. But as with any good spy thriller, things are never quite as they seem, and Clover's true motives and allegiances are revealed to be much more complex than anyone could have imagined. Cote De Pablo's performance in The Good Shepherd is nothing short of captivating. She brings a sense of mystery and intrigue to her character, leaving the audience constantly guessing about her true intentions. And as the film progresses and the layers of Clover's character are peeled back, Cote De Pablo manages to imbue her with a sense of vulnerability and complexity that really draws the viewer in. One of the things that makes Cote De Pablo's performance in The Good Shepherd so impressive is the fact that she had to deliver many of her lines in a foreign language. In the film, Clover is of German descent and speaks both English and German fluently, so Cote De Pablo had to convincingly deliver her lines in both languages. It's a testament to her talent as an actress that she was able to pull this off with such ease. Following up on De Pablo's career and her unrecognized talent, De Pablo has performed greatly in a few TV shows and films, but nothing has reached the same level of success as her iconic role in NCIS. The actor has already proven herself to be among one of the most talented ones, with so many great roles and experiences with other big names like De Niro. But then again, there are far too many talented folks who don't get the attention that they deserve. Sadly, De Pablo falls under that umbrella, or perhaps there are other factors that are keeping her from reaching the heights that she once did with NCIS. Moving on, let's look at why didn't De Pablo's career take off after NCIS. There are a few theories floating around. One possibility is that De Pablo simply didn't want to be pigeonholed as an actor. After playing the same character for 8 seasons, it's understandable that she would want to branch out and try new things. And while it's admirable to want to challenge oneself and try new roles, it can be difficult to break out of a certain typecast in Hollywood. Another reason could be that De Pablo simply didn't want to be in the spotlight anymore. After spending years on a popular TV show, it's possible that De Pablo wanted a break from the constant attention and media scrutiny. Even though it's completely understandable to want some privacy and time away from the limelight, it can also be detrimental to an acting career. Not to mention, what can fans expect from Cote De Pablo? It's hard to say at this point, but it's clear that De Pablo is still a talented actress with a lot to offer. And while her career may not have gone exactly as planned after NCIS, there's no doubt that she still has a bright future ahead of her. What's more, here's the real reason she left. Well, we've done some digging and have uncovered the real reason behind her departure. First of all, let's get one thing straight. It wasn't because of her contract negotiations. Despite what some sources may have claimed, De Pablo's exit had nothing to do with money. In fact, she was offered a significant pay increase to stay on the show. So what was the issue? Well, it all comes down to creative differences. According to De Pablo herself, she felt that her character's story had run its course, and she was ready for a new challenge. She also expressed that she wanted to pursue other opportunities, both in front of and behind the camera. But here's where it gets interesting. It's no secret that NCIS is a massive hit, consistently ranking as one of the top-rated shows on TV. With such a successful formula, the show's creators were understandably hesitant to shake things up. But De Pablo was ready for a change, and ultimately, that meant leaving the show. Coming up, maybe it's not really a loss for De Pablo or the NCIS franchise. We all know that Ziva was a beloved character with a loyal following. While it's always sad to see a fan favorite go, it's important to respect an actor's decision to move on to new opportunities. And let's be real, changes can be a good thing. De Pablo's departure opened the door for new characters to be introduced and shake things up on the show. And let's not forget, NCIS has survived without Ziva before. She was originally only supposed to appear in a few episodes as a guest star, but her character proved to be so popular that she became a series regular. So who knows, maybe one day we'll see De Pablo make a guest appearance on the show again. But for now, let's celebrate the time we had with Ziva and the amazing performance that De Pablo gave. And let's keep an eye out for what she does next. We have a feeling it's gonna be amazing. That's a wrap for this video. How do you wish to see Cote De Pablo in the future? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.